it's time.
How does it feel?
It's a little weird. I don't like being in front of the camera.
How did it start?
So Claire and Libby and I were at dinner. We were waiting for Julia and Noah to join us. We were laughing about how they are same side sitters. So we were throwing that around as a fun icebreaker question. What if someone sat on the same side as you on a first date?
So we were just talking about what that would look like. And actually Carter walked by. So Hannah asked Carter the question and he gave this like hilarious answer. I wish I could remember it. And we were just like, that just kind of sparked the idea of like, maybe this is something that we could go around and do.
So then we were talking about how funny it would be if we went around and asked people around campus, and Claire was the only one brave enough to join me. So we went around and asked people what you would do if someone sat on the same side as you on your first date.
So you ask her to go on a date, she says yes. I know.
I've never gotten this far.
You get to the restaurant, there's a booth. You sit down on the booth, she comes and sits on the same side as you. What do you do?
So I randomly got roped into this. Hannah and I worked together as ambassadors in the admissions office. And I'd seen her Instagram account, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And Hannah was like, hey, would you ask people some questions for me? And then the era began. If I were to tell other future creators one thing, just go out there and do it. You don't have to take over our account in order to have something awesome. Just do it yourself. You can have a different idea, you have a completely different structure, and make it your own. Because the best part is, we're all creators at the end of the day.
So what was your we made it moment?
I think I really felt like we made it walking around, and I just had people being like, that I literally never met before, do not know their names, who just asked me about Boyce Q's. Either like give me a question suggestion, or tell me that I did a really good job on my last video. And I think just after those interactions, I was like, okay, like this is a thing. Like it's not just my friends watching this anymore. Like it is random people I do not know. And yeah, that's when I was like, we have made it.
I think my we made it moment happened whenever all my professors would talk about Boyce Q's in class, stop me in the hallways. Dr. Bosch is one of our biggest fans because he keeps up with all the videos. And so it's just been really sweet to see even the professors get involved. We've had a lot of professors start to follow us as well, but Dr. Bruce told us before we filmed for our Love Song Lip Sync episode that we were the professor's favorite Boyce Instagram account, like student-run Instagram account. And so honestly in that moment I kind of went, oh, we're not just a silly Instagram made for Boyce students. We kind of exist for the whole Boyce community. What's been the most meaningful moment for you?
I think the most meaningful part about Boyce Q's has been seeing the community at Boyce be connected through Boyce Q's. I love especially our connection with the professors. I think it's so sweet being able to ask them questions and then ask students questions about professors. It's just fun seeing them get involved with student life. That usually doesn't happen at bigger schools.
Which prof would you let chaperone your first date?
Dr. Solomon, because he's already talked about it and he already watched your guys' interview and he said that he would love to do it.
He has said that he would love to do it, so hit him up. Maybe not, but hit him up. The most meaningful part for me has just been like, this is gonna sound so cliche, but like the friends I've made along the way. Like in the beginning, obviously, like I didn't know that many people on campus, especially like we started this a year ago when I was a junior. And now as a senior, like I can walk around and just see so many people that I honestly know from asking them questions.
Just to see the eagerness and willingness of the Boyce students to have their questions out there in the world kind of to me gave a sense of, oh, I'm not alone in this anymore. And some of the answers that they gave, very honestly, I agreed with. And I didn't know anyone else shared that opinion. And so I think the creativity behind students asking questions and wanting to know the answers to them formed a sense for me of meaningful community, understanding I'm not alone.
But we couldn't do this without you and your participation. So thank you for your time.
Thank you for your support. Thank you for your answers.